Ray Anderson, and I served in the U.S. Navy from 1949 to 1953. But I was in the Korean War from 1950 to 1951. But I had been on a cruise to the South Pacific for 9 months prior to that. I had been to the Philippines, Japan, Hong Kong, China, all over the South Pacific, and we had just gotten back into the States, and the people, our crew had divided into 3 sections, and the first crew got on leave and they let the married people go first, and I was still on the ship and I didn't get to go. But the war started 2 weeks after we got to the States, and they called all the crew that was on leave back, and while they were getting back, the rest of us loaded up the ship with supplies and ammunition. And as soon as they got back, we left back for Korea. I was on a heavy cruiser which had 8-inch guns, where we could fire our big 8-inch guns at the perimeter around Busan, and we kept firing for many days until we were able to get enough troops from Japan over there and start driving back the North Koreans toward the 38th parallel. There was a time we got to the Incheon invasion. We had 2 cruisers and 4 destroyers, and we went in, and I was told that we fired the first round toward the entrance to the Incheon on Wonbido Island, and we would go in during the day, and we'd fire just about all day long, and then at night we'd come out because the tide was so high there in Incheon that our ship would run aground, or they was afraid it would. So we'd go back out, and the next morning early we'd come back in and continue our shelling. And we did that for 3 days, or 2 or 3 days, and then the Marines went in and landed, and they took Incheon and started on into the other parts of the Korea. But we were there right after the beginning of the war. We fought all the way, and I was there when the Chinese entered in the war, and the Marines were up and shooting at them with rifles, and our 40mm guns were shooting at them, and they were exploding them. And I was 5 decks down in the plotting room, and every time one of those mines exploded, the bulkhead would shake, and we could feel the percussion of it down there. But we knew if one of them ever got close to us, we wouldn't know it, because there was fuel oil and then ammunition all around us. So if one of those mines had hit close by us, we'd have never known it, so we didn't worry about it.